Myself Padma and this is my channel Kerala GSB Konkani Dishes. I welcome you all to my channel, and today being Janmashtami I will be telling you how to prepare Panjagadayu. It is a Konkani kheer that is specially prepared during Janmashtami day. So first thing I would like to tell you is that Janmashtami, as everybody knows, it marks the birth of Lord Krishna. And it is believed that he was born on the 8th day of the waning moon in the month of Shravana. So the Panjagadayu that is a Konkani kheer. It is prepared during this Janmashtami special day to mark the birthday of Lord Krishna. Then during Janmashtami day, it is a custom that you are not supposed to eat rice on this day or any dishes prepared from rice. So whatever you are preparing is made from wheat. So for Panjagadayu also I have used broken wheat to prepare the dish. And other dishes that are served during Janmashtami day are Dave Humman, Gajbaj, Alle, banana chips, Rava Laddu, banana halwa, Kuvla Ambat, etc. And all these banana halwa and banana halwa are not prepared using maida. There is no maida in the preparation of banana halwa. You prepare it just with banana and jaggery. Those recipes I will be uploading later. Then Kuvla Ambat is one of the dishes that is prepared for Janmashtami day. Then for Janmashtami there is also a special tradition among the GSB Konkanis to give Phalara Koto to married girls by her family members, that is either brother or her father. Then as the name suggests, Phalara Koto consists of fruits, vegetables and also Jannuve. That is, since Janmashtami falls after 7 days of Suttam Punnav, we give a Jannuve for the son-in-law. Jannuve is nothing but the sacred thread worn by Brahmins. And you have to give the Phalara Koto to the married girl before Janmashtami but after Suttam Punnav. Now, nowadays traditions have changed a lot and money is sent and given in place of the Phalara Koto. So now let us look at how to prepare Panjagadayu. As the name suggests, Panch means 5. 5 items or ingredients are added to this particular kheer during preparation. Now it consists of the 5 main ingredients are broken wheat, chana dal, moong dal, jaggery and coconut. Then for garnishing you can use anything like cashew nuts, cardamoms, even till seeds. If you add till seeds, you will get to bite them in between when you are tasting the dish or relishing the dish. And actually what I have observed is Panjagadayu taste it becomes more tastier the next day than on the day it is prepared. So if you have some leftover, don't worry, keep it in the refrigerator. Next day you can relish it even more by feeling more taste for the dish. Okay, so coming to the ingredients, I have taken half cup broken wheat, 1/3 cup chana dal, 1/3 cup moong dal, 2 to 3 blocks of jaggery. I have used blocks of jaggery only, that's why I have written 2 to 3 blocks. Then half cup of large size coconut. You can use 10 to 12 cashew nuts, 8 to 10 numbers of cardamom or elaichi. You have to powder and keep it. For powdering elaichi, there is a easy way, that is, once you put the elaichi in the pestle and mortar, add some sugar to it and then grind. It will get ground very fast. Then you have to ghee roast the cashew nuts and keep them aside. So these are the ingredients that are required for Panjagadayu preparation. First, we have to roast moong dal as well as chana dal. Place them after roasting. This is how you will get it. You can even till aromatic also you can roast, but roast it so that it's somewhat light brown in color. Then add this chana broken wheat rava, and as well as third coconut milk. I have told you to take half of a big size coconut. From that you can extract coconut milk, or even you can use ready-made ones, but I don't know what is the how much you have to take from ready-made ones, since I have not used one till date. So you can go for even the ready-made coconut milk also. So I have extracted 1, 2 and 3 coconut milk. The first one is thick, second one is slightly thin, and third one is very thin. Okay, so what I have done is I have taken the chana dal, the roasted chana dal, roasted moong dal, and broken wheat rava. Okay, I have taken and I have added third coconut milk to this, and I have pressure cooked the dals along with broken wheat rava. Okay, if you don't have third milk, or you don't want to extract third milk or whatever, you can even cook them in water. Okay, done is I have ghee roasted the cashew nuts and kept them aside so that I can use them later, or else you can ghee roast them earlier in the beginning itself and then keep them aside. No harm, according to your convenience you can do it. Once the dal and the Bombay, no sorry, and broken wheat rava has cooked, you can remove it from the cooker once the pressure of the cooker goes down completely. Okay, then you have to take it out, then mash them, or with the ladle, not mashing. If all these things get clumped together and form pieces, okay, that time you can just mash them with the ladle so that they will get separated, and then use it for preparing the kheer. So after pressure cooking, just see whether everything has got clumped down. If so, then you can mash them with the ladle or a bottom of a tumbler. Transfer this to the vessel in which you are going to prepare panjagadai. Since I have added third coconut milk and cooked them in the pressure cooker, adding third coconut milk, I am directly adding jaggery to it. If you have not added third coconut milk while pressure cooking, you can add it now, or you can even add a little bit of water and jaggery and then boil them together. Mix well and boil it. Boil it just to get till you get the bubbles. While you have to add the second coconut milk. Okay, add the second coconut milk and boil it on a medium flame. Okay, boil it on a medium flame and then reduce the flame, that is simmer the flame, and then add the first coconut milk. After adding first coconut milk, you need not have to boil it until the bubbles start forming. Before the bubbles start forming itself, you have to switch off the gas. Only slightly heat it. That's all. That you can start garnishing your kheer or panjagadayu by adding powdered cardamom, ghee roasted cashew nuts, and if you are adding sesame seeds, you can add them now, or if you don't have ghee roasted cashew nuts, you can add even coconut pieces after roasting them in the ghee. You can add kishmish, you can add raisins. It's all up to your choice what and all you have to add for garnishing. You can add even pista or badam also. Pista should be unsalted one. It will increase the richness of the dish. So all these things you can add for garnishing. And that's it. Your panjagadayu is ready in your home or in your family and friends. Okay. So thank you. Like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you all for watching my channel. Happy Janmashtami to everybody.